That scream. That was one of the screams I've ever heard in a video game, especially because he was already dead. It was just the sounds of air whistling through the bullet holes in his body. Get our specials in here. I swear to God, I was facing left. Did they push it? Okay, yeah. It's in February. All right. Well, at least I don't have that to... Everything is next year. Yeah, it sucks. Was I not facing left when I hit that? Because you're supposed to just hit up and triangle to trigger that. Ugh. Best AAA devs can make new games. You gotta wait, Claw. You gotta wait, dummy. You gotta wait for physics. Wait for the physics. You top dingus. Don't wait that long, stupid. Hold on. He doesn't give a shit. He ain't gonna crawl through this little boy hole when he can come up through the manhole. Just... Good God. Horrifying. I'm just gonna take a minute to,
Alright.
collect my thoughts. I'm gonna let chat... I'm not even gonna look at chat. You know how some guys get, like, butt implants or calf implants? I wonder if you get, like, hand implants. Like, if you want, like... If you want, like, meaty paws. You think they would do that? Alright, let's wait till this is at the top, and then we'll go. Let's go. Okay. Are you kidding me with bologna sandwiches? Good drama, I think. Unless they, like, CW it or Netflix it, I don't know.
Actually, that's a holy cow.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that seems... My mind had just kind of glossed. You know? I got a glossy mind. What can I say?
I can see that.
Yeah. See, Aloy knows. I got a glossy mind. What can I say? I could see that. You know, we're just going to hide you in the waterfall then. That's fine. That's fine. Alright. This isn't a big boom, is it? It looks like a pump. This is Sea Lion's new butt plug? Good night, Sea Lion. You're a champion. Absolute legend. I would not even attempt. I would not even attempt. That's super Sea Lion sized. Super Sea Lion sized.
You always follow the hose. Just like in Montreal, huh?
I'm gonna leave it there. I was gonna...
I grant right of passage instead of hunting you and attacking on sight.
Great, just what I need. More killers.
I need to brush this or something.
The Sun King.
There we go. My braids are out in front and center. That's pretty.
Aloy.
Sup, bro?
Holy shit.
This guy's so drunk he's doing sweat angels on the ground. Look at my sweat angel! It's a sweat angel! Oh, no, he's dead. Never mind. He's dead. So we got a soft lock? That's alright. We'll reload. That's fine. I kind of wanted to do that fight again anyway and actually know what I was doing. Or we can do that. Pardon me. Be careful! Bye!
Matt? Hey, Matt! Matt, you still there? Matt!
I love that you can do this. I love that they let me do that. Claw's never seen a bad dragon before. I'm currently sitting on one. God, you're gonna bring back the Bud Light frogs. And if you don't know what they are, don't look them up because that means you're young and you have all of your life left to live. I'm not even mad. Suit, by the way, that was funny but rough. Chat beat you once. I genuinely wanted to pop in. Maybe we'll play some Words with Friends or Words on Stream, I think it is. I don't know why I'm doing this. You guys know how I almost said typewriters. You guys know how typewriters work? I'm glad my brother's not here to clip this. Save it for the edit. You guys know how typewriters work? I wanted to go into Sarita's channel during Trivial Pursuit and show off Big Brain. It looks like a big old hot dog. You know how hot dogs look like they have too much meat packed into the skin? It's got that shiny, kind of greasy, oily outside. You just trust me. As a person, I think it's a typo. Tim, the technical calculation. Go back 3 months from the first day, the last menstrual period. Add 1 year and 7 days for the EDC. Expected date of confinement delivery. I don't know if confinement's the right word. I don't know if confinement's right. Or the normal 40 weeks would put it at 11/21/1982. Just saying. Yikes. Well, this is the weirdest I've felt. Oh, so if you want to get all the crates, you got to be good at this game. The timing. Let's try that again. I feel okay about this. Let's try it again. Plus you get boobs, so I mean, dual shields and boobs. They're not great, but I mean, a boob in the hand is worth 2 in the bush. Right now, I'm never doing this again. Squirt vagina precum. Squirt vagina precum. Let's try pegged. Show me pegged. Holy shit, you get the tension for this. What is pegging? Claw, can you look it up on screen in front of us? Yeah, let me check it out. Actually, hilariously, here you go. I don't even have to. That was a good debate. I'm a problematic pedophile pirate when I have a mustache. I really got to be careful. When you hear a sound, do a wide turn to the right. It's a horrifying thing to say. What? 2 left? Well. Black cargo's, New Balance shoes, and a purple shirt. Is that what Weasel's wearing today? Black cargos? Is that what you're wearing, Weasel? Black cargos? Weasel, if that was you who was texting me in the middle of this, we'll have a chat. I need to, where's my little Boy Scout book? That sounded creepy. Can't get out there. I know. We've got the thing. Go, you idiot, go! Drop. Just do a quick look around. That was a mistake. Wait a minute. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening to whoever have you are today. Hope you're doing well. We're just chatting today, like we usually do. But this time, it's for real. Let's see if this works. I think it worked. It looks like it worked. Good morning. Hello. How are you? We got a lot to talk about. We got a lot of stuff to talk about. How are you? Anko, good to see you. Mel, Weasel, Rod. Who did I miss? Did I miss anybody? Budness. How could I forget? Budness. Budness, welcome in. We got things to talk about. We got to talk about trees. We got to talk about solicitors. We got to talk about critters. We got to talk about stream. We got to talk about bingo. We got to talk about secret word. Zeke got dosed or doxed? Which one? You earned your story times, Mr. Progress did well. Yeah, in case you missed it or had to peace out last Wednesday, we finished Fallout 2. Mel, I was a little upset, actually. I'm used to looking at that camera, but now I gotta look at this camera for reasons I'll explain later. We're on this camera now. I was a little disappointed with that final act. Because, wait from keyboard but listening. Oh, good, Bundes, we'll bring you back in, friend. I wanted to wait till after ads, too, because we're just going to be chatting for a bit. Rod, you can tell me more about that. I don't know what happened there. Oh, are you trying to go to sleep, PlayStation? Don't do that. Where to start? Fallout 2, I guess. That whole final sequence was like antithetical to the rest of the game. I spent most of that game getting my companions together, getting them leveled up, and all that stuff, and getting them geared out. Hold on. Banana shirt tango blurb. That's pretty funny. Wow, dude. If just using her towel was enough. Yeesh. That just adding the hazards. Towel. Rod, I just called you Towel. Towel, I hope you enjoy your stay. Could have gone guns blazing with them, but it would have been many rough fights. No, I did, and that was the thing. Like, we went in to begin with, and I didn't realize you were there for that. I didn't realize that our companions would aggro everybody in there. So we tried fighting, and it was just a disaster. We lost 2 right off the bat to a turret. We reloaded. We lost 2 again to like the robot sentries and the armor power suited dudes, and there were too many people. So your way to do it was great. It's not the approach that bothered me. It was the way they laid out that final act, because we didn't use our companions at all. In the very end, we recruit a team of like 6 Enclave soldiers and their leader, who basically, with them and the turrets combined, took out Frank. I never got a shot off on him. I never fired a shot. My companions sort of tried to, but they just got in the way of the turrets and just got shot to pieces. It was a really strange way to end that game. Like, if you were going solo the whole time, then like, okay. But because you had your companions, it was just a really weird way to end that game. And then I realized, I was playing the VOD for Peachy, I realized I did not go and regroup with my companions before leaving through the exit door. I don't know that they came back with me. I think they stayed on the oil rig and died. So I might need to reload that. What's up, Brandon? Welcome in. I might need to reload that and before we leave, because it's still like 5 minutes before the place blows up. I think I need to be like, come with me, and then I can take the companions out there. If that doesn't work, that's going to be a mess. But I would like to go back and do the supply depot, the Weston quest, what was the other one? The military base, just to see what that's about. Probably not on stream. I might record it if I play at some point, and then just add it as like bonus content. Anyway, that's number 1. Number 2. So that VOD is actually up on. Ooh, is it? I think it's on Twitch, but it's on YouTube as well if you'd like to watch it there. YouTube, funny enough, they blocked, is the only copyright strike I've ever really had. YouTube blocked that video. One, because of a Monster Cat song, which I was like, that's weird. Usually they don't, well, whatever. I think it was probably the base of like a TTS or something. That one's not a big deal, because I don't think it's monetized yet. The other one, it blocked like a 1.5 or almost 2-minute chunk, and it was Warner Brothers Entertainment, Birds of Prey, Season 1, Episode 13. I'm like, I'm sorry. I played a game that came out like, I don't know, at least 10 years before Birds of Prey came out. And what a very specific copyright strike. So I went and I listened to the section that was copyright marked, flagged. Nothing. We were sitting in the Enclave base, going through like the lockers and opening the lockers up and shuffling stuff around in the inventory. There was no TTS. There were no alerts played. There were no digressions to like watch something on a browser somewhere. Nothing. It was just the Fallout sound. So I disputed it. Was like, what the hell? And then they released the copyright strike. So no big deal. Army Depot you can't do unless you reload a save before you got a made man in Reno. Locations hidden in the right stage. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. I wouldn't mind playing it again though, knowing like more or less what I'm supposed to do. But yeah. All good, Robo. We're just chatting for a while, and then we'll be playing Bloodborne. Maybe in like an hour or so. I'm not sure. But good morning, bud. Oh, actually, I gotta check something. One of the reasons that we're doing just chatting today is there's stuff going on at work, and I wanted to give you guys the heads up, but I don't want to do it before the work thing is actually in place. Right, Robo? We finished Fallout on Wednesday, bud. Now we're starting a whole brand new 10-year-old game. A whole brand new 10-year-old game. All right, they didn't do anything yet, which is kind of weird. Because it's after 9. It's like 9:30. So another thing from Mel. Mel had a really good idea, and you guys might hate him for it, but too bad. So you know how we have a secret word? Today's secret word is courtesy of Weasel. Weasel, do not give any hints, and I'll tell you why. It may be Rod. Maybe I'll have Zeke's touch of luck, and by playing Bloodborne, maybe they'll actually, like, I don't know, even give us a remaster, whatever, because the game's like from 2015. So Mel's idea was for the secret word, I'm not going to give you any hints. You get nothing from me. You come in with nothing, you leaving with nothing, unless you pay a low price of 100 claw coins to ask a question, and you type your question in chat when you do the redemption, and I will answer that question the best of my ability in chat, and that question is regarding the secret word. So it's kind of like 20 questions, but you actually only get one every half hour, so whoever gets to it first, congratulations. Everybody else will get a chance to play. You can still guess in chat as often as you want. You flood the chat, basically, until the bot yells at you for typing too fast, but you can still guess as often as you want. Literally hitting send when you sent that. With the new redemption, are we doing away with clues for words? Yeah, Mel messaged me last week and was like, what if you did a redemption for people to ask questions? What kind of Ponzi scheme is this? It's not a Ponzi scheme. You just give me money to invest, and then I give you your returns. I just don't tell you that the money that I'm actually giving you from your returns comes from other people named Ponzi. It's not a scheme. It's totally fine. It's legit. It's legit, and I win. I see you've been returning points again. Yeah, I figured I'd do that too because we're starting a new game. And honestly, the point system is so stupid on Twitch anyway. They don't let me gift points for whatever reason. There's no monetary exchange. It's really dumb. You can do alerts and all kinds of stuff for it. Like, I don't know why they don't let you just, you know, refund it or do some gamba because there's no real world currency to it. So once a week or once a month, if I forget, like, I want to refund your points. The funny thing is I have to reject your request for a redemption, even if it's already been triggered in chat. It's a very strange and stupid system, but Twitch. So anyway, you guys should have some of your points back. Makes me feel better that I didn't send you a list of escalating clues I was thinking of doing last night. Yeah, I mean, whoever picks the word, you guys can still do that if you want. If it's super obscure or you don't think I'm smart enough to come up with a clue. And honestly, Weasel today, I might not. But the thing is, it kind of puts the onus on you guys because you have to ask the questions. Ooh, Mel, I think I need to add a sound alert or something to that to get my attention because I wouldn't have seen that. Is it a person's name? No. So half an hour from now, someone else can redeem that and ask another question. But good luck. We have narrowed it down from, is it a person's name? And I did change it, and it's all lowercase, and it is related to last week. Those are going to be kind of like standards that I'll give you. Like, did I actually change it? Whoops. Yes, I did. Is it all lowercase? Yes, it is. Is it related to the game we did or did not play last week? Then I'll tell you that. But yeah. Hi, Tiffy. Welcome in. Jeopardy Daily Double Sound. That'd be a good one. Wait, what? My brain played a Wheel of Fortune sound. The soundboard in my head not working. What's the Daily Double? Is that the like? Is it that one? Because my brain went do, and that is Wheel of Fortune. Jeopardy's still in the air. Thank you, Weasel. Nobody asked. Oh, Yanko said you're old. Yeah. Who's hosting it now? Didn't they have like a coup for the hosting? More high pitched? I'm not high pitched. I can feel it call. Yeah, that was Phil Collins. It turns out. Phil Collins running a Ponzi scheme. Brandon, it was good chatting with you in KPP's channel too. It's nice to see folks in other channels too, even though that's where I saw Brandon originally. But it's nice to see folks in other channels. It's always nice. Makes it feel like an actual community. It's kind of cool. On a TV in a living room, Some of my favorite memories as a kid were either in my living room or my neighbor's living room with my mom. And my neighbor, who has since passed, but she was great. She was ancient even when I was a kid, and she only passed away a few years ago. But like, she always seemed super old to me as a kid, and she was maybe probably like 50 or 60 at the time. But she just seemed like, whoa, like ancient. And I loved her because she was always super impressed that I knew Jeopardy answers and I could solve Wheel of Fortune relatively easily. And my mom's name is Terry, and her name was Joyce, and she had like a smoker's voice. She had a little bit of a kind of a rough. She smoked like a chimney. Like she didn't do it when I was there. Usually we'd walk in, and the first thing she would do, she was always laying on her couch. The first thing she would do was put out her cigarette. It had this massive, like 50-pound ashtray, and she would always put out the cigarette, and then be like, "Come on in," and she'd go get like cookies and tea and whatever for us. But I would usually answer something on one of the game shows, and she would look at my mom, and she'd be like, "Terry, how does he know this? How do you know this, David? Terry, how did he know that?" Every time. And I would just laugh, and I'd be paying attention to the next clue, and she's asking, "How does he know this, Terry?" I don't know why that always makes me laugh. She was always impressed whenever I knew one. She really didn't answer any questions, I don't think she got any of them. But yeah, they were usually just chatting, and I was just sitting there staring at the TV in the living room. Mulder had to run out of the shower and poop. Now there's water everywhere. Better than poop everywhere, Mulder. Better than poop everywhere. So that's good. Ancient back then was way younger. Wilford Brimley and Cocoon. Yeah, Wilford Brimley was like 30, right? It was only like 35. Yeah. Sounds like a great nana. Yeah, and we weren't related. You know, we called them aunt and uncle. I had Joy and Joe on the left side. That was Aunt Joy and Uncle Joe, even though I didn't really call him Uncle Joe because I didn't really like him. And then Aunt Joyce on the other side. So I had Joy on one side, Joyce on the other side. And Joyce was the older one. She was great. They were all great, actually. I had a good little neighborhood when I was a kid. Kind of missed that, but yeah. You might see this popping up in chat because we are playing Bloodborne today, and I might need you guys to help test this out. I'm going to try Bloodborne Bingo. You can copy that. I don't know if you can you click on it directly? Kinda. Let me see what happens. No, you got to copy that whole thing. For some reason, the URL didn't copy the, you need to copy that alphanumeric string there too. So copy everything from the HTTPS all the way to the OB. And it should, yeah, I hate, Anko, I hate that it doesn't hyperlink the whole thing. It should take you to a site where you can generate your own bingo card for Bloodborne, and you can check out stuff on there. And you can play along when we actually start to play the game. I've never played it before, so I didn't really know what to put. I kind of put like basic stuff that I might do in like another Souls type game, like, you know, forget to actually put my, oh my god, you stupid thing. Forget to actually put my weapon on. Or die from falling off a cliff, stuff like that. I don't have prizes yet for bingo. If you don't have a sub, maybe you'll get a gifted sub. If you do have a sub but you're not a VIP, maybe you'll get a VIP. Stuff like that. I think it'll be a while before you can actually get a bingo anyway. When you do get a bingo, and somebody can test this out now if they'd like, when you do get a bingo, I think try !bingo, and hopefully it works. Hopefully. We'll see. There's a lot of work stuff going on, but not the one that I wanted. So we'll see if you guys try that. Drove past your old house a little bit ago. Picking up tomato pie. Nice, dude. Looks similar, and I remember they painted a different color at some point. Yeah, so it's gone through 3 different owners in the last like 3 years. My parents sold it for a song. I told them they could get more for it, even though it was in really bad shape. And then somebody bought it and just like gutted it and tore everything out of it. They sold it for twice the price. And then those people came in and actually, what song? Discord. We have a lot of fun in the Discord. That one. Which is ironic, isn't it? Strange. Then the next owners came in and they actually like renovated it and remodeled it and made it look really nice, and they flipped it and sold it for twice their price. So my mom texted me the other day and she's like, "I can't believe our house sold for blah blah blah, it's not worth that much in that neighborhood." And then I was like, "Listen, I told you this years ago. I said the way that the market is, it's a seller's market. You can pretty much sell it for whatever you want, and you have to maybe come down a little bit based on your competitive houses in the area. Our house was the only one that was a standalone single dwelling unit. Every other house in the neighborhood, up and down the street, both sides for blocks, was a multi dwelling unit. It was either a, what do you call it, a duplex, or it was like tenement housing or like apartment housing. Our house was the only one that did not share walls with anybody else. It wasn't a big house by any means, but had its own fenced-in yard. It had its own entrances and its own garage. And a lot of places there didn't even have their own garages. They had the physical structure behind them, but it didn't necessarily come with the house because of the way the deeds and leases and stuff were structured back in the day. Anyway, I told her all this stuff. They were just like, we just got to get out. It's fine. And then a couple of years later, and people sell it for like 5 times what they gave my parents for it. But anyway, news for just chatting is that I finished your first playthrough of Baldur's Gate 3. Wait, I thought you were on playthrough 2 already. That's news since Wednesday. Last week was crazy. Last week was crazy. That's why I wanted to start with at least like an hour of just chatting today, because I have so much stuff to get through. Congratulations, Buttonus. That's awesome, dude. I see that DP still hasn't. Are you surprised? Hasn't put any up on YouTube. Shock among shocks. Weasel, anybody can somebody try ! Bingo, just to see if the alert actually works. Yeah. You got an easy one? Wait, I'll go. What easy one? Oh, I don't know that you got like necessarily an easy one. I think the thing on Bingo, there's a couple alternates.
Bingo! Bingo!
Why isn't the video working?
Bingo!
Why wasn't that working? Well, you heard it. Did you hear it at least? That's odd because my webcam is beneath the trigger fire thing. Hold on. Let's see where that is. Let's refresh it. That's weird. If you're already a VIP, maybe you could be a mod. If you're already a mod, maybe you can just be a streamer. If you're already the streamer, maybe you can make Claw play Force of Weasel again. No, I don't think it goes that way. Yeah, nice, Buttonus. Good work. Close enough to your neighbor, it might as well have been connected, but it wasn't a shared wall, which was nice. You could literally reach out like my parents' bedroom window and touch the neighbor's wall. But it wasn't connected. Man, I love that little alleyway, dude. We used to play G.I. Joe and X-Men and Turtles and stuff back in there because it was kind of like sheltered, especially in the summer, because it was actually pretty cool back there. But yeah. Discord some reasons. I know, Peachy told me the whole story. Yeah. I forgot to hit record, which I did have in my bingo card. That's a good one. DP doesn't even know how to run his own stream. Anyone think he was actually going to do a YouTube playthrough on his own? It's good for him to learn, though. He really, a couple weeks ago, he had some real major technical stuff that he had to learn. Actually, hold on one second. You played X-Men in your youth? What character were you? I was almost always... I started out as Cyclops, because I like Cyclops. But then everybody hated Cyclops so much that I was just like, forget it. I'm going to be Iceman. So then I was Iceman all the time. What's up, Subject? Welcome in, friend. How are you? Speaking of tech stuff, Peachy got me... Where's the box for it? Oh, no. I don't know if you can see it. Hold on. Movie night was a disaster. It really, really, really was. And I still don't understand what the actual, like, fix was. Anyway, Peachy got me a little gizmo as an early birthday present. It's an Elgato Stream Deck Neo little guy here. See that little guy? So that is why we're using the new camera, because this has a USB-C input. And I only have one on this laptop. I only have one USB-C. And previously it was for the stream cam. So now we're back on the old, trusty, rusty Logitech C920, I think, which is right here on the laptop. So if I, like, accidentally have to, like, open or close the laptop at all,
All right.
it's going to be a mess. But I can do stuff like... And then I can just push it again, and then hopefully you guys can actually hear me again. So rather than actually have to click through on OBS and hunt for that tiny little pixel mute thing, I can also more easily switch scenes. So, yeah, Buttonus, I have a mute button on the Stream Deck. That's like a. Am I still? I shouldn't be still. Now you're joking with me, chat. I can see. No, I'm okay. I'm okay. Chat, I'm okay. Don't trick me. Hold on. No, I'm testing it. You see? I can tell. It's fine. You trixies. You little trixies. I see you out there. You get your wiggles. You wiggle trixies. Anyway. So I can do scene switching stuff. The only thing that's messed up is there's supposed to be a button. Work like a charm. It's still Monday morning, brain. See you guys Wednesday. Damn it, Mel. There's supposed to be a button that I can start and stop stream just from hitting the button, but it doesn't work. It goes back to like a sub menu where it goes up. It's supposed to be a buttoness. Buttoness, get over here and fix this. Yeah. We'll try that one later. Yeah, I don't know why that one, I mean, I just hit manual stream start. I don't know why that one didn't work today. It just went back to like another menu. Yeah, subject we did. So, I should probably do like a quick thoughts video too. Maybe I'll put that in the bonus stuff. We finished it on Wednesday. Basically, I enjoyed the whole game, but I was a little disappointed with the final act. Because in the final act, when we went into the Enclave base, we did not get to use our companions at all. Because if we would have taken our companions through the base, it would have just been crazy, crazy fights the whole way through. So I just went through the base pretty much by myself. Did a bunch of like speech checks. Like blew the place up. Recruited the Enclave soldiers at the end with their little general. Forget his name. Like General Gray or something. It was so tacked on. It felt so tacked on at the end. It's like, I've got my whole team of companions out here. Why do I need to recruit these guys to help me with Horrigan? And then between Horrigan and a speech check, or using the presidential passkey on the turrets, it was the turrets and the Enclave soldiers that killed Horrigan. I didn't do anything. I didn't shoot him once. I tried to get up close to him and kick him. I didn't even have time to get to him to kick him. And my companions did nothing except walk in front of turrets. So I was a little disappointed with that. I thought the whole game overall was really good. But there should have been some kind of like, give me like a side quest or a mini side thing where like I trick this squad of Enclave soldiers and then my companions take them out and we put their armor on. You know, something simple like that. Like, let me actually finish the game with my companions instead of having just stand over there and not do anything. Marcus, Goris, and Cassidy never joined the fight. The only ones that did were Sulik and Vic, and they almost got shredded. Oh, good, Anka. Thanks for hanging out, dude. I literally hope you can hear me. Because I'm still paranoid now because I'm pressing new buttons and new tech. I hope you can hear me. Have a good one, and see you later. Thanks for popping in. Excuse me. I mean, I checked my phone, and I could hear myself on my phone, so I should be okay. You do. Okay, good. You chat, you're freaking me out, man. I try to do a thing, and you're freaking me out. But anyway, this little Stream Deck thing's pretty cool. So I got to mess with it a little bit more. Here's the bean. We're on the bean screen. We got our BRB. We got our game screen, obviously. So you can see it right there. Ooh, I tried playing First Descendant on the PS4 Pro. We're back on the PS4 Pro for reasons I'll explain. It did not like First Descendant at all. And then we've got our intro screen. So yeah, I can easily switch through them without having to go through the computer interface, which is nice. Now, Weasel, I'm glad you did that, because I don't know why these alerts are not popping up. Plow. PS4 Plow. Like, there's nothing had changed here, so I don't know what the deal is with that. Phil who? Which Phil? Mr. Plow? That's my name? You got the regular beans, Weasel? Okay, hold on. Hold on, bud. I only got a few of these left. It'll be a claw stream of that Monday Tech Fun. It's actually not too bad. Like, the thing is, oh, Phil Donahue. I didn't change anything in OBS. I just added some external buttons for it. I did clean up OBS a little bit, but the trigger fire thing should still work, unless I screwed up the URL for it. No, it's weird. It's still playing the audio. It just didn't play the video for some reason. Let me try something. Robo, not much. Not much. Let me see something here. So there's Tangia. Let's try this. Weird. Let's pop over to the game screen and see if this works.
Down in the Baja, you know, I'm not even here most of the time.
Can you guys hear those alerts at least? Okay, so you can hear the audio. No, Rod, I moved the my webcam is below in the list. That's the first thing I checked. It is below the priority. A little quiet. Well, I mean, that's fine. It is below the priority of the trigger fire. So I've got like my mic. Let's see if Tangia stuff
Come on,
works.
Cleveland. Come on.
Let me try
Come
something.
over here. You gonna limp back. You walk over, but you're limping back.
I can turn them all the way up. They're gonna be really loud. Very funny, Mel. I don't know what the deal is unless I have to. I might just have to like reinitialize that. I don't know why I would, but maybe I do. Robo, Mel's joking. Mel's joking. Because I was goofing around about the muting earlier. No, you can't. Let's see, what else? What else? You know, let's go to Trigger Fire quick and see if I can't maybe I need to redo the API thing for it. Hold on, Weasel, you get a bean too, yeah? Tell me about it, Robo. That's how I feel. That's another reason I wanted to start with just chatting, because honestly, if I was trying to do Bloodborne with you goobers, with this level of troll that I can't even handle like a level 1 troll right now. Or is it? I feel like it is. Hold on. I always hate having to log in on Twitch while I'm streaming.
All right.
I feel like I'm gonna see the screen. So how am I supposed to relink this? Here we go. Let's copy this in again. It probably won't let me do it live. It's the exact same thing. So it's the exact same file, or the exact same URL. Don't know what the deal is. I mean, you can at least hear the audio. I don't know why the video is being weird. I did have something weird today when I was trying to play the VLC player. It said like the encoding was overloaded. But then I just turned it off and back on again. It was fine. Yeah, Bloodborne's next. We've got it actually right... Yeah, we've got it right here. So it should be locked and loaded and ready to go. We'll see as Days Gone plays in the background. But yeah. Anyway, other than that, the little Stream Deck Neo has been pretty cool so far. It's also nice that it has a little clock function on it, because I don't have a clock in here. No, I've never played it, Robo. I've never really played any Souls games. I dabbled in Neo for a little bit. Chat made me sell my starter weapon, so that was fun. I played Sekiro for a little bit, up to like the bull, I think. Maybe a little bit after the bull. Robo, you shouldn't be able to see that. You shouldn't be able to see that. Yeah, we're doing Bloodborne on a PS4 Pro. Why? Well, let me eat this bean first. It looks like toothpaste, Weasel. Looks like toothpaste. I think it's just toothpaste. Very nice, Peachy. I can tell you like this gift. Yes. It's very good. And she told me beforehand, yeah, it's just, or no, soap. Sorry, not toothpaste, soap. Which is, honestly, it's not that bad. I don't like beans. You know I don't like beans. You know I don't like them. But we're here now, and we're eating them. They're getting real stale. That one we had last week had a real crunch to it. They're getting real stale. I've tried keeping them somewhere, like, preserved. 3 minutes and counting? Why 3 minutes? You gonna do an ad break, Bean? Oh boy. Yeah, Budness Mulder said that earlier. I wasn't sure if he was just being Mulder or if that was an actual Mulder fact. Has he done anything recently? Robo, there's another one. There's a spin to win bean. It's more expensive, but it exists. Or if Tiffy's here, you can always or sorry, not Tiffy. Vissy's here. You can ask Vissy if she would nicely cue a bean command for you. There you go. Tilly, you got it. Tilly, my videos don't work all of a sudden. What the heck, Tilly? What did Tiffy say earlier? Can't troll all day when you don't start in the morning. That's true. You gotta get an early troll. Hi, Tilly. He bowed out of the limelight when he retired from his shows. I feel like that's the way to do it. You know? I think that's the way to do it. Alright, another bean. For Robo from Tilly. Tilly, how are you? Tilly, I got a Stream Deck Neo. I don't know what you use, Tilly. You use a lot of tech for switches and stuff like that. This is nice, little, cutesy, handy, got chunky buttons on it that I can customize. It's pretty cool. I think it's pretty neat. I gotta play with it a little bit more. But it was really easy to set up as far as like, just for the basic stuff that I need right now. OG Stream Deck, I like this little guy because it's like, it's smaller. It's slightly larger than the Beanbox, you know? It's smaller than the controller. It's smaller than my phone, so it fits nicely on the desk. And I can easily just switch between the major stuff that I need to do. I do have 2 buttons that are going to be dedicated to sounds. So we're going to do something like Zeke does, where I'm going to make it that you guys can redeem sounds. I don't have as many spaces available as he does. But I'll give you guys the option of doing some sounds too. That'll be fun. Or terrible. Whatever you determine. But Tilly, for some reason, I was messing with this stuff today, and I even reloaded Triggerfire, and it's not playing my videos. And I have the videos listed above the in priority above everything else. Hold on, what about the Tangia overlays? Face creams can get strong. I feel like that shouldn't be, right? Shouldn't that be regulated somewhat? The face cream should not be so strong that using a towel afterwards gets you high as life. But I don't know anything. Let me try another Tangia. Let's see if Tangia works.
Well, now, it's not ugly. It's just, it's unique.
So none of the video things are firing. I wonder if it's just something in the way that OBS started up today. Because like I said, I had this weird encoding issue. I don't think I messed anything up as far as the sources go. I didn't change anything. Delete and re-add. I will after stream, I guess. Because I don't want to set all that up again. Is that the thing? Can you do that live while you're streaming? Or do you have to stop stream for that? It's weird that it's playing the audio, right? I find that very strange. Alright, let's get a spin for Tilly/Robo. That's a good spin. What do we get? Another blue one. Hey, berry blue toothpaste, which we don't have any of. But I did copy that URL. Let me try it. Let me look at all the settings and stuff first. It's pretty straightforward. Okay, I'll copy it again. Let me get rid of it. Yeah. It's a browser source, right? Yeah. One second. Let me see if it works now.
Start conversations with children by saying
Now the
something
audio
like
doesn't
this.
work.
What grade are you in at school?
Or this.
Have you decided what dessert you're going to have?
So we get a choice. You can have audio or you can have video, apparently. Did you guys hear it? Because it might be a... so you heard it. Okay, I just got to change it in the... I bet it was because it wasn't in my... Now it's loud all of a sudden. Hold on. Hold on. Why am I bothering with this? Alright, hold on. Deary. Monitor and output. There we go. It was much heard. Thank you. Thank you all. We'll try another one. Actually, can somebody try ! bingo? If you can type that, ! bingo. We'll see if it works. Yeah, it's all relative, Rod. Let's see if we can get that bingo going. There we go.
Bingo! 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 Bingo!
Is that audio better at least? Thank you. Is the audio better at least? Ay. Okay. So that should be fine. Thank you, Tilly. Let me, I'll fit that to screen. That'll just take over the whole screen, which is fine too. Maybe not during the game so much. You know what? Let me change that on the game screen, because that's going to be a nightmare. Oh, did it only change it for... Hold on, let's try it here. It might have only changed it for that one scene. That just didn't work at all. Cool. Neat. Let's do it again, I guess. Why am I suddenly having to reinitialize this whole thing? It's fine. We only need it for these two scenes anyway, really. Yeah, it wasn't intended to be, you know? I didn't intend it to be a tech stream, but it is what it is. So that should work now.
Down in the Baja, you know, I'm not even here most of the time.
It's a hell of a combo there. Hell of a combo. All right, so we'll keep it a little smaller for the game screen. For the bean screen, that's fine. Okay, I still owe Tilly / Robo a bean. We spun on the toothpaste, but there's none left. That is, it looks like it's right on the line. No, it looks like it's slightly orange, which is Tutti Frutti or Stinky Socks. I think we have those. Hello! Welcome in, Yes. Yes is going to be like, what have I missed? Well, that video works. That video works. This one's for Tilly. But we'll wait and we'll spin it again. Works just fine. Why, that works just swell. Yeah, Cyclops, your prawn upgraded. I don't know what you're talking about. Yes, what are you talking about? Oh, for Subnautica. Nice, dude. Weasel and Yes were geeking out over Subnautica. It was great. Oh, God, that's bandages. That's bandages. Unfortunately, fortunately for me, we don't have any bandages left. They're all gone. So I'll spin it again. We're running out of these. Running out of these. Come on. What the hell? Ooh, is that on the line? What do you think? Ooh, it's hard to maneuver this. You think that's on the line? Come on, camera. Flip a coin for the spinner? No, I'll do a toss-up to Robo. Because you paid for it. Do you use the cameras when driving? I thought you were asking me. I usually don't drive and stream at the same time. Robo, would you rather have buttered popcorn / rotten egg, which I still have so many of, or cappuccino liver and onions, which I still have quite a few of? Red. You want cappuccino liver and onions? Is that the one you want? Cappuccino liver and onions? Wait. Yeah, choices are buttered popcorn or cappuccino, and then the bad flavors are rotten egg, liver and onions. You want me to have a rotten egg? Thanks, dude. Appreciate you so much. Popcorn and what? Rotten egg. Line means both? No, it does not. You want popcorn. Of course you do. I'm going to go popcorn first. Because if it's got, I don't know, man. I got early morning rotten egg and then stinky socks to follow it up. I don't know, dude. I don't know. Let me check out. I got people on Kick. This guy's so upset. I want you to go over to my Kick stream right now. This guy, I feel like he's got to be like a 12-year-old. Just losing his mind. So we'll get rid of them. It's pretty funny. It's pretty funny. They're all bots anyway. Nobody's actually on Kick. This is funny. All right. Dude at 11 for the content? Yeah, blech. All right, here's Robo's Rotten Egg. Robo's Popcorn Rotten Egg. God, I hope it's popcorn. Popcorn. That's 2 in a row. We've actually had just actual popcorn, not even like a fake hint of popcorn before. Stinky. What's popcorn? Budness, I'm not even sure. The one guy had pretty good English. He was just a 12-year-old learning how to do his first swears, you know what I mean? You know, like when you're 12 and you get on the internet for the first time, you're like, I'm going to do a lot of swears. It's like that, you know? If you're any older than 12 and you're saying that kind of stuff, then you got real problems. But yeah. The box full chug of beans. Weasel, I have that as a clip, I think, somewhere. Yeah. We get a chance offline and make an overlay scene to put everything in. You only have to copy that scene source on top of everything. I mean... Wait. Overlay scene to put everything in. Oh, so like just have one like dump scene and then just copy pasta from that to other things. I could have just done that. But the thing is they were already there and they already should have been working. Cleve, did you see that? I gotta talk about that too. I don't know, Tilly. It seems to be okay now to do it that way, but yeah, it seems okay. Wait, who did FBI arrest? Wow. FBI arrested a DC council member, apparently. I'd have to look into that a little bit more. Makes it real easy to change later. Thank you. I think the issue was that like even just copying it wasn't enough. I had to delete it and reinstall it. But yeah, just copying the whole thing would have been easier. That's how I control my scenes, embedded everything. That's smart. I need to like look at your guys' setups though. Those words don't mean much to me unless I can actually see what you're talking about. Yeah. Gaming Professor saw Twisters, and I think he enjoyed it. Is that streaming anywhere? One change, all scenes get the change. That is actually nice. I would like that. Sometimes the overlay breaks for reels, though. URL kind of times out and needs to make a new one. That was the thing, like, the new URL I grabbed from Triggerfire was the same as the old one. So that didn't actually change. I don't know. Jump in Discord call. Yeah, someday. Like, I don't need to do that like an on-stream kind of thing. But yeah, I appreciate that. I don't know who's Prof. Oh, Prof is here. No news for the week. Prof, I got plenty. You did see Twisters and A Quiet Place Day 1. Both pretty good movies. You endorse both as watchable. Are they both streaming somewhere, Prof? I think Furiosa is about to stream on Max if it's not already. No, Cleve. Not yet. June Peach, you see the new launch date? Yes, we did. We watched it together, what was it, Saturday? Saturday, right? Yeah, because we're both very excited for that. And that is why Peachy has the PS5. So we're back on the PS4 Pro. We're going to play Bloodborne on it because honestly, Bloodborne came out for the PS4, so the Pro should handle it just fine. It's still only like 30 FPS. Should be fine. Boredomlands coming to stream August 30th already. I'll watch it if it's just like a streaming service I already own, just as like background. Is Twisters streaming anywhere though? Twisters is like the one I would most likely like to watch. But yeah, Budness, we're excited. Halloween release date for it. We already pre-ordered it. So she's gonna have the PS5 in the in our little nook off of the bedroom because she's excited to play Witcher again. She was making a character in Cyberpunk because DP was doing that, so she wanted to mess around with it. So she made a character in Cyberpunk, doesn't care about the game at all, but was doing that. And then she wants to play Astro's Playroom, whatever the new one is, and that comes out in just a couple of weeks. So I was like, you know what? We'll just move the PlayStation over there. She can play Astro. She can play Dragon Age when it comes out, and all that. So yeah, Prime now you have to pay, but you can stream it there. Yeah, I'm not paying for that probably if I already pay for Prime. So yeah, current play stuff. Current play stuff. Hold on, what do you mean by that? Amazon Digital, but it's still VOD, so not really streaming. Should have called it something else. Only makes sense to assume it's connected. Hold on, I gotta back up. I've lost the plot of everything. Twisters is its own movie. Wait, it's not tied back to the original at all? But it's part of the franchise. Well, I guess it's a franchise now. They use the same text and everything. But yeah. Those who missed the start of the stream, there's new redemption for the secret word. Claw will no longer give clues unless prompted by the question redemption. Chat as a whole can ask one question every 30 minutes. It's basically whoever gets to the redemption first. Yeah. Not a single mention of the first movie? I'm kind of fine with that, actually. It's almost like a reboot then. They just put an S on the end of it. I owe Robo... or no, this is Tilly's Tutti Frutti. It might be Stinky Socks. Let's find out. Ugh. Tilly, wash your feet. Oh, Tilly, you gotta wash them feet, girl. You're running out in the Mississippi mud. Wash them, please. Don't just let the shampoo and the soap run over them like the rest of chat does. Wash them things. Tilly. The worst part with the Tutti Frutti is that there's just enough sweetness in there. It really makes it gross, man. It's like eating a candy foot. Like if like a witch made candy out of feet. That's what it tastes like. Stream has become a Faulkner novel. I got no punctuation. I'm James Joyceing it over here. It's a stream of consciousness. What? Dirty Feet. Oh, is it? Is Dirty Feet a hallmark of Faulkner? See, that I didn't know. I was going for the Ulysses route. So what else we got? We've been just chatting. We've been just chatting with Yeslan on Kick. Don't do a cuss, it's a crime. Let's see, we've been just chatting. I told you about the PlayStation Shift. We're playing Bloodborne. We got Bloodborne bingo. So when that message pops up in chat, feel free to copy the whole URL because you need a little code at the end of it. You should be able to generate a bingo card. And when we play Bloodborne, all you got to do is click on one of those squares. When I do the thing that is on the square, and we can change that over time too. Robo gifting a tub. Tilly gets a tub. Congratulations, Tilly. You got a tub from Robo to wash your feet in. Here's a tub. There's a tub for Tilly. Robo, thank you for that. And Tilly, welcome in. Tubs. What old man? Tubscription. It's almost Tubtober. Finally, a bath to wash your feet. It's all coming together. It's all coming together. Ready to play Wukong with your judging stick. What's a judging stick? What's a judging stick? You gonna rip it apart, Tilly? You gonna rip it apart? If you enjoy it as much as oh, hold on, can I do that? If you enjoy it as much as Stellar Blade, I count that a win. Oh, it doesn't work for me. Oh no, it does. It does. It just doesn't give me a preview. Yeah, I don't give a fuck stick. Yeah, dude, enjoy it. Enjoy it. Judging stick. We'll be playing Bloodborne for a while, I'm sure. We might take little breaks because I would like to at least check out Astro's Playroom, even though it's going to be over on the 5. Oh, Wukong's today? Are you streaming it? Yes. Tilly, are you working on that today? Anybody streaming that today? Drop a shout out or whatever in Twitch chat because I'm curious. I would like to. I'm not going to play it. I don't have the time or the money at the moment. But I would like to watch it. You'll later. Okay, cool. Actually, that reminds me. I gotta check my... I don't know what's going on with my work stuff. They are supposed to... I mean, I guess I can say it because nobody here is in my work chat stuff. Oh, it's out at 10 p.m.? Oh. What game are you 100% skipping, Budness? Yeah, me too, bud. I'm not... I don't know, man. I'm not into that one. I will watch it and see, but I'd rather go and play the new, or the other Jedi Fallen Order one, right? As opposed to what, just mouthing off? Luker, you can't even come in and joke that I'm not playing the game today, bud, because we're not playing the game, at least for a little bit. Man, as people try to tear this game down, has he wanted to play it more? Yeah, I like that reverse marketing sometimes. I have no issue one way or the other with Wukong, and I have no issue one way or the other with Star Wars Outlaws. I'm just not going to be playing them anytime soon. You've been playing DOS 2? Peachy and I tried we got into that to start, but it was too difficult to play at couch co-op. Yeah, we tried it. We basically got off the boat, and that was about it. And when I say got off the boat, like, because we accidentally aggroed everybody. So rather than just do things the way you're supposed to, we just fought our way off of there with, like, level 1 stuff. Which is probably not ideal, but I don't know. 4 stealth is a hard no. Is that in Outlaws? Do you mean metaphorically got off the boat? No, we literally got off the boat. And we got to the docks, and then we were each trying to read the other's dialogue to see what was going on with our 2 different characters. and it was just too much. We were making no progress. We'd sit there for like 4 hours and take like 3 steps into town because we were talking to 12 different people, 2 different sets of dialogue. And it was just like, I couldn't do it. Streisand effect is strong with Wukong. The Streisand effect. What is that? Is that like the Mandela effect, but not Mandela? What is the Streisand effect? The dev's an a-hole. I don't know. I'm going to look at the game. That I don't care about for the most part. I usually try to stick to the game, but yeah, got off the boat and that was it. Got off the boat after that. Yeah, we got off the boat and got off the boat. 100%. Outlaws give you a failed mission state if you're spotted in stealth missions, of which there are several. Yeah, a lot of games have that. Which is... It's okay. Except, like the one that I was watching, somebody had played through it. And the enemies know exactly where you are, even if they have just walked into the room and you were still in cover. So, like, you take out a couple of enemies, you're in cover. And then more enemies walk into the room and they aim directly where you are. That kind of stuff. If you're trying to stealth through that, that's just bad design, but I'm not going to fault the whole game for that. Yeah. Streisand effect is an unintended consequence of attempts to hide... Oh, right. Attempts to hide, remove, or censor information. She had like a house in the Hamptons or something like that, or Beverly Hills, I don't know. And then nobody would have known that it was her house. They had like aerial shots, like helicopter shots or whatever. But then she like tried super hard to get that removed from like archives, and then people found out it was her house and became more famous because of that. Yeah, good call. Good call. Outlaws just hate the pay to play 3 days early. Yeah, I got that when like, I get it for influencers. If you're like not at that level where you get the games for free or get paid to play them, but you want to like keep up with everybody else content wise, it's tough. I get that, but I'm past that now. Now, I think if you're just a casual gamer and you're not trying to like make content for a living, or you're just really excited for it, there's no reason to get that super early. Let me double check something here. My work stuff. They didn't do what they were supposed to do yet, which is kind of weird.
It's over 9,000!
Was that supposed to be a video, Weasel? Was that supposed to be a video? Because that didn't work either. None of the videos are working, which is super neat. Now, why didn't that Tangia video work? The Tangia is above my webcam. No idea, dude. No idea, dude. No idea, dude. Broken? Super delayed? I mean, I heard it. But I wonder if the little Stream Deck is interfering with stuff. No! Where are they? Tangia, no! Why can we hear you but we can't see you? I gotta do the same thing with Tangia, I guess. Cleve, I'm sorry. Doing the scummy thing where they release on Monday but early access is Friday. Oh, that sucks, dude. Doesn't help. SBI. Is that the devs? Try to have the Wukong
Not
devs.
down in the Baja.
No, not the
I'm
Baja.
not even here most of the time.
He works and he covers my face and that's fine. But now it's Tangia that's jacked up. Wait, who's SBI? Try to have the Wukong devs pay them $7 million for diversity counseling or else. So the wider game critics giving the game flack probably stems from that. I don't know anything about it. Game is not intended for women, so we shouldn't cater to them. Is that their stance? Listen, man, I'm fine if a game is just like, we're gonna target the demographic of like 20-year-old men, and that's it. If that's their demographic, that's whatever. It's fine. What even are a woman these days? Who knows? Most of Twitch has never seen one. People mention Sweet Baby. I just tune out. I don't know who that is or what that is. Oh, SBI is Sweet Baby something? I don't know what that is. Budness, that's my fault because I've got the full screen. I've got a full screen trigger fire thing, but now I got to redo Tangia apparently. So give me a second for that. And for some reason, all these things are kaput today. And hopefully I don't have a browser on so you guys can see me logging into all this stuff. I didn't even get to tell you my like stories. So last week I had stories, but I couldn't tell you because we were trying to do Fallout. After the stream on Monday, I met one of the most insane people, I think. Very similar to like Cindy, the hairstylist. Very much in that same vein. Wait, how do I connect this to Twitch again? Add OBS Streamlabs. Here we go. And I did get a haircut, and I went to a new barber who was actually great. Super close, reasonably priced, nice, clean place. I was in and out of there in a half an hour. Super fun, friendly, easy to talk to, professional, great. So I'll be going there from now on. Not going back to Cindy. Sorry to say. Not going back to Cindy. I did tell him about Cindy, and he was cracking up the whole time. Saying you didn't talk about something because you were busy playing. Yeah. And then Cindy walked in. I was genuinely concerned. I thought she might. And I was freaking out. I thought she might. All right, hopefully this works. Oh, I don't think that's correct. I don't know if that's correct. Select custom browser docs. Create a doc with the following URL. I don't know if that's right. Ooh, did I do this wrong? I might have done it wrong. Cindy is not the MVP. You guys didn't have to go there. I did. I did. I don't know if this is going to work at all. Well, there's Tangia, apparently. Now you can see my Tangia. I don't think that's right. I put the wrong thing in there. That's you're basically looking at the browser now. What are we doing? What are we doing with that? That's not right. That's not right at all. That's the stuff I worry about. I shouldn't be doing this stuff live while I'm trying to stream because you're going to see something you shouldn't see.
Should I wear my shirt up like this? Or down? Or up? Or possibly tucked in?
Now that worked fine because that's trigger fire. But Tangia is a whole different beast and I put the wrong thing in there. Isn't Tangia... Because it says add to OBS Streamlabs, but that is a separate doc for that. How do I just connect it to OBS? Is that something through Twitch itself? I can't remember how I connected this. Media share? No. Settings. Let's just go to settings. Oh my lord.
Get the fuck out of
No.
here! Get out of here! Get out of my room! Get out of here, bitch! Get out of here!
In your streaming software, here we go, browser source. That's a completely different thing. Completely different thing, bud. Let's try this. Claw had the wrong thing. Are you surprised? Probably not. All right, let's try it again. Prof, dude. Why, bud? Why? Thank you, Prof. Prof, I have a question for you. How do you feel about season 1 update of First Descendant? How do you feel about Haley and Dad Ass? Tell me everything, bud. How do you feel about it? Bean's video seems... Yeah, it sure does. Yeah, it works. Them butt cheeks. She slapped him. She jiggled him. It was good to go. Birdie Bots beans. All right, you get an old-fashioned bean. Prof, I'm nowhere near finishing the preseason stuff yet. Butt cheeks, more butt cheeks. She's frozen butt cheeks. She's basically just another Viessa, though. I'm a little upset about that. They're basically just... Viessa's like my strongest character right now. I made her in her butt cheeks video. And now they got new butt cheeks coming out. This looks like black pepper. I don't think it could be anything else. So here we go. Mel, I'm going to say no. Because it was more about my streams than the game or the franchise. So it is not a word specifically has any meaning within the franchise itself. It was more about my stream or streams. All right. So I don't know why this thing at work is not happening like it's supposed to. Let me read something real quick. I think we're waiting on something. Waiting on something work-wise. But cheeks, it'd be funny if that was it. No, it's not yet today. Not yet today. I don't know why they haven't sent this yet. I guess I can talk about it. One second. All right, it's not official yet, so I'm not going to say anything just yet. But there's stuff going on at work that I'm maybe going to have the opportunity to do a couple more streams here. Peachy has the PS5. No, that's not it. I might be able to do a couple more streams here, but they're probably going to be sponsored streams for a number of different reasons. One, for a little bit more income for me and Peachy, but also maybe as sort of a fundraising effort for some folks at work. I can't say more until they officially do the thing that they're supposed to do, but as soon as they do that, then I can talk about it a little bit more here. But just want to give you guys a heads up that there might be some more streams, but also some more... No, it's nothing as good as that. Sponsor streams as in starting your OnlyFans? No. Sponsor streams as in doing like the Stream Element stuff. I wish it was a Hot Whip sponsor. That means they would have paid me for the idea. No, more like the Stream Element stuff where you do like the mobile games. I won't do anything that's like a subscription service like a HelloFresh or what are some of the clothing ones or whatever. None of that. If anything, it's just going to be a game that I may have played anyway, or might be slightly interested in, or it's Raid Shadow Legends. You know, either one. There's a couple in there that are paying out more than Raid Shadow Legends if you do everything. So we might test the waters with that and see how it goes. But stay tuned for more on that. Let's see. I want to start Bloodborne maybe in like 10 minutes or so. Let's start with last week's. Did you ever meet an NPC in real life? Have you guys ever met an NPC in real life? Thanks, Robo. It's not really like... It's not great. Like, it's not something I had wanted to do, but I think I'm going to need to do it at some point, yeah. Raid and Gotcha mobile streamer confirmed. If they're paying me. If they're going to pay me, that's fine. And Robo, and this goes for any other streamers out there, if you guys are signed up with Stream Elements, they should be sending you all kinds of opportunities all the time. They should be sending you like daily recaps of how your stream went, but then also a ton of like opportunities to stream the games that they've got listed. I'm not special in that regard at all. 9% of the mouth breathers at work. I'm confused. Is there more? Is there more about that? Twitch is also full of them. Is Twitch full of a lot of people doing those sponsorships? I wouldn't be surprised. It's not like I seek them out. You know what I mean? But I think that's why they want people who... Oh, NPCs. Yes. NPCs. So, on Monday, last week, you refused to. The only kind of people that scare me more are mimes. You refuse to. Refuse to meet NPCs? Yeah, I gotcha. I'm sorry. Twitch chat is weirdly delayed, and I don't know why. I'm like 30 seconds ahead of you guys, and I don't know why. So last Monday, we did our stream. Where are the NPCs? I feel like that, Budness. I feel like that sometimes. Last Monday, we did our stream, and then I had a bunch of stuff to do in like the couple of hours after streams. So usually, like on Mondays, I have to get all the trash together in the house, gather up the recycling, gather up any of the yard trash and stuff, and get that all out and down by the curb, because then I work, the rest of the day pretty much. So that's one of my chores. But I also have to like grab lunch real quick, and then I have to make dinner some days. So Monday was one of those days where I had like 2 hours to do all that stuff. I had to grab lunch, I had to get all the chores and stuff done. And then I actually had additional chores, because last Tuesday we were getting work done on our trees on the property. And it was major stuff, and they were going to be there at like 8 in the morning on Tuesday, so I had to go around and pull up all our little solar lights, our little trail, like roadway markers. I need a lot of help, Luker. Grab lunch and make dinner in the same 2 hours? Yes, and all my chores. Sometimes Monday's a lot, because I have to start work at 3. I can fudge it a little bit if I'm working and also like making dinner or whatever, but so I had to do all that. So I popped a roast in the oven while I'm eating my lunch. And it's like 20 minutes into it, and then I'm like, okay, I've got 10 minutes. I can go take the trash out real quick and then come back in and finish up dinner. As soon as I open the door, I see somebody coming up the driveway, and they just go, "Hey, hello." And as the door kind of like opens up, I see young guy, but he's in like, work clothes. He's got like some kind of logo. They're just kind of like khaki and green, like outdoor work clothes. So I was like, oh, maybe it's a guy from the tree service coming by a day early to just check the place out. Yep. Check the place out. Give us a heads up, because before, when one of our neighbors had tree work done, one of their guys came over, knocked on the door, and was like, "Hey, just to let you know, your neighbors are having," or I think it was roofing work. He was like, "We're going to be working on your neighbor's roof tomorrow. We're starting early, so we just want to give you a heads up so you're aware." And then also he was like, "And if you need any work done, here's my card," or whatever. And that was fine. That was very professional, and he was totally fine. So I thought that was this guy. I thought he was like, "Hey, I'm from the tree company, just checking things out, make sure everything's cool for tomorrow." He wasn't. Salesman. So I'm chatting with him for a little bit. He's like, "Hey, my crew's in the area." And he was a young guy. Young, kind of skinny, shorter than me. Had his hat on, but he had like really long blonde hair. He was tan, thin. He looked like he like washed up on a beach from a surfing competition in California, and he somehow ended up in like middle Georgia. And then I was chatting with him for a bit, and he's like, "Hey, my crew's in the area doing pest control stuff." He's like, "Have you noticed this or that lately?" And I'm like, "Yeah, we've been dealing with, some ants and some spiders and others and stuff like that." And then he starts talking. He's like, "Cool, well, we're in the area and we're doing this service. You don't like him?" At first I was like, he seems fine. He was pleasant enough to talk to for like the first 5 minutes. And I was just like, "Cool, give me your card. I got to run. I got literally stuff like in the oven." He's like, "Oh, it's cool. I can just wait here and I'll tell you a little bit more about what we're doing." And I was just kind of like, all right. I said, "Hold on." So I have to go back in. I'm 30 seconds from the roast being done in the oven. So I grab that and I put that on the stove, and then I go back outside because I still have to do work outside. The thing is, he want to come in and help me with the oven? He had that energy. Like, it was to the point where he kept trying to like go check around the back of the house, and I was like, "No, my mother-in-law's down there and we don't want to disturb her. That's like her space, so we're not doing that." And they kept kind of like edging towards the house, and I was like, "No, like I know the garage door's open, but that's because I'm working with stuff." He wasn't pushy, he was persistent. He wasn't pushy, it was like aggressive, because that actually would have been a quicker trigger to be like, "All right, you're done, you're out." He was more just like, he just kept talking like an NPC. And then the longer I talked to him, insistent and persistent, yes.
Get the fuck out of here!
Thank you, yes, Liz.
Get out of here! Get out of my room! Get out of here, bitch! Get out of here!
One old man in chat, everything that I said was like, he kept talking and was on just chatting. Yeah, he just kept going. It didn't matter what I said. He got in this NPC loop where I was just like, "Hey, thank you. I need to talk to my wife about it. I'll take the information." He was like, "Okay, cool. We're working here today and we can like," yeah, I kept trying to push the button and he wouldn't skip his cutscene. He kept just looping the dialogue. It was like, "What's up, Sejiro?" It was like if you got an NPC who was a quest giver, but they were forcing the quest on you and you exited out of the conversation without committing one way or the other, and then they just got stuck and they didn't know what to do, so they just stood there and kept saying the same dialogue. Turn around, just leave, you're way too polite. The problem is, I had like 20 minutes to get the work done outside that I needed to do before the next day. So I needed to be outside in my space. I needed to be outside doing my things on my property in my house. You know what I mean? Nobody has ever not taken this quest, so I don't know what to do now. But then I got a closer look at this guy. His name was Cooper, by the way. I got a closer look at this guy. I noticed a couple things. One, the funniest thing, he had only shaved half of his mustache. This side of his mustache, clean shaven, it was fine. This side of his mustache was like a full, like a full scraggly, like 13-year-old mustache. You know, like the first ones you grow where it's just kind of like, I'm just going to leave it there for pride. Then I was just like, huh. And then I started to notice more things. Cooper, he is like a human dog. He kind of was just looking around at stuff. He never really looked at me. He's just kind of like looking. And then he kept repeating stuff. He kept repeating how he was gonna like, we're gonna do 2 passes. We're gonna hit the eggs so they don't come back, and then we're come back and hit them hard again so they can't grow, and then we're gonna hit them. And then I was just like, all right, you've said that 3 times. And then at one point, like a hornet flew by and he kind of like jumped and was like, whoa. Another point, a little butterfly came by and he just watched it for a few seconds as it floated over us. And then he's like, that's an angel. And it was at this point that I was like, all right, maybe this guy isn't 100% there. So I just need to continue with my work. So at that point I said, Cooper, thank you for your time. I appreciate you. I probably said that about 50 times. That's my new like Southern way of thanking people, but also telling them it's time to move on. Like, I appreciate you. Thank you. So I just closed the door, closed the garage door. I'm outside, by the way. I grabbed 2 of the trash cans just to make an unholy noise. And I started taking them down the driveway. All that noise. And he's following behind me with his pen and paper. And he's like, so we have an opening at 4. Can I just get you for the opening at 4? I got my guys here. We just need, it'll just be like $200 or whatever. See you at 4. And I was like, dude, it's like, I've got to go. You've got to go. Thank you. And he's like, okay, but like, if I can just get you scheduled. And I was like, I didn't know what to do. It wasn't even to the point of being like mad. It was literally the like, I couldn't process what was happening. It was like being in a game and talking to an NPC that was just stuck in a loop. And I couldn't break him out of it. It was surreal. It was like a Twilight Zone thing. It wasn't until I literally just like turned my back on him and closed the door that he finally left and like walked around to the other houses. But I still had to finish my work outside. So while Cooper is going around to the other neighbors, I'm running outside and I'm pulling up stakes and trying to get all the lights and stuff out and throwing them in a box so he doesn't come over again and try to like sell me one last time. It was insane. And that's why we have like a no solicitor sign and stuff on the door. But he just happened to catch me at the exact right time where I had to be outside. And it wasn't even a question of being like polite. I mean, I guess it is to an extent, because I'm not going to like, I don't want to yell at people or like pull a gun or fight. But at the same time, man, it's like, I get that you're a persistent salesman. You might be high as a kite right now, but like, you got to take a hint. Are you doing market research for your first sponsored OnlyFans stream? No. Put Cooper and Lil Carnage in the room together and watch the multiverse implode. They might both be NPCs, Weasel. They might both be. Intro script to a porno? No. Me and Cooper, I don't think, we didn't communicate well. And I think that's what you need in all good pornos. You wake up with Cooper standing above your bed. I know you're joking, but like, I wonder what it would take for me to get violent at some point. I think somebody else would have to like initiate. Does that make sense? Somebody else would have to do like the first violent action. Because I'm not an aggressive, violent person, but I am a reactive person. So I don't know. Why are your camera colors changing when you move your hand? I think it's a weird lighting thing, like that. Like that. Yeah, I think it's something with the lighting in here. Because sometimes I look gray, and then I look kind of fleshy. Like, that actually looks better. But then the light comes back on. I don't know. I don't know why it does that. I mean, yeah, that would do it, Rod. For sure. Even though Peachy would probably... I'd probably have to pull Peachy off of him. Being like, hold on! Like... Stream with your arms above your head. Yeah, I just need to block that one here. I'll just do that. Just got to block that one light, apparently. Maybe I don't... You got auto white balance on? Is that on my webcam? Yeah, because we're on a different camera, Tilly. Good call. Let's see. Is that camera control? Low light compensation, maybe? Is it that? Did that do anything different? I still look like a washed out corpse. Automatically white for sure. Yeah. One of my clips, I don't know if I kept it or not. Let's see if it... No, that didn't fix it. One of my clips says, I am the white icon. I don't remember the context from it. It was pretty funny. White balance. Auto. What if we just leave it so it doesn't auto? Is that better? Yeah, but I don't know if I like how my face looks. You look tall even here. I mean, I am, I guess. Are you Cooper? I was taller than Cooper. Mr. Cooper. All right, does this change live? Let's see. Oh, I actually have some like flesh and blood there. if I change that. There we go. That's actually probably pretty close to what I actually look like. Yeah, that's what I'm doing now. I'm changing the white balance. That shows you probably a little bit closer. Let's back it down. Too red? I don't know, man. Weasel, you don't know me. You don't know me. Now you're hotter and taller. This is like a washed out corpse here. Full Skyrim Baron. This looks okay. This looks probably pretty close. Too blue now? Yeah, that was real corpsey. Was there no Bloodborne today? We're just chatting first, and then we'll play Bloodborne. I started playing Bloodborne 4 minutes ago. You just don't know that. Hot and Cold, who sung that? I don't know. That I don't know. All right, we'll leave it at that. I think that looks okay. Yeah, that looks similar to me. I'm wearing a new shirt, by the way. It's my Super Mario shirt. I got some new graphic tees. Prove my live broadcasting knowledge. The hots and colds. Not used to the claw bait and switch. You should be used to it. Tiffy got it. Nobody got the secret word yet today. Wild. Katarina Perry? It might be. What other stories did I have for you? Oh, Cleve knows this one because Cleve was on my Twitter this morning. Stand up for a second. You're not the boss of me. You can't order me around. If I stand up, it's just that my camera's going to be right on my junk, prof. I don't think you want that. The Katarina wine mixer. So this morning, trying to grab breakfast, I had these little Jimmy Dean croissant, egg and cheese and biscuit sausage sandwiches. Normally, they have a croissant with egg and cheese and sausage in them. The one today did not. The one today just had 3 pieces of croissant. That's all it was. If you want to see the proof, you can head on over to Twitter. The sausage comes from Jimmy. Yeah, it's just 3 slices of bread. I looked at it and was like, huh. And then even when I put it in the microwave, I thought it was just 1 extra slice of croissant on the top. I hate saying croissant. I thought it was 1 extra piece on top, and it still had the normal sandwich. What's up, Wabba? So I threw the other piece. I threw everything in the microwave, and then when I pulled it out after defrosting it, I was going to heat it up again. I was like, son of a bitch! It's just 3 pieces of bread. Croissant is a bad word. It is. Croissant, my croissant. It's just 3 pieces of bread. Look at it on Twitter. So Peachy got one of the pieces, and then I gave her the rest of it to make a little sandwich of her own. Just a bagel with a curvy shape. Yeah. The weird thing is, claw never pulls out. Thanks, Weasel. Anyway, I made another one. But I was just like, come on, Jimmy Dean. You knew it was going to be bad. Yeah. What? Buy graphic tees from Kohl's all the time. I was near an Old Navy, believe it or not, the other day, and I'm like, I haven't been in an Old Navy in forever. They look like they haven't changed since 1995, which is not really a good thing. But yeah, so I got a couple tees. Maybe I'll throw them on chat. What else? We had some weird critters in the backyard recently. We bought a bird bath, a little fountain. Right, Budness? Yeah. I was like, you know what? I used to shop there all the time. It's kind of sad in there now. I don't know how it's still functional. Kohl's is awesome, but I'm boring. No, that's fine.
Galox 2 asked
Use your
me,
Kohl's cash.
should Phil Donahue be allowed proper last rites and a Viking funeral on Lake Chowbunagungamaw?
I think you should.
Phil Donahue, like any individual, deserves a dignified farewell if desired.
That's right.
A Viking funeral could be a respectful choice.
Yeah, I agree. I agree with random echoey Nixon and Gulo. Yeah, I agree. For serious, our stepsister got you a giant glass beer boot for Christmas one year. I used it a few times. What are we talking about, Weasel? Weasel, what are we talking about? Where did that come from? Das Boot. Oh, because you see the emote. No, apparently he died, Prof. At 88. Apparently he died. Gulo, welcome in. Wowjack, welcome in. We're just chatting for now, but we might actually start playing Bloodborne soon. Yeah, I see it now. You said the cheers emote, yeah. Yeah. Giant glass beer boob. I might be wrong. No, you're right. You're right. That's what we're talking about. That's what we're talking about. It's the delay today is bad. I don't know why it's bad, but it's bad. It's bad. What else? So we have a bird bath, but no birds are using it. I honestly thought that Birds would love it. We had birds in our yard all the time. And as soon as we put that bird bath down with a little fountain thingy in it, a little solar powered fountain, they want nothing to do with it. There was one intrepid cardinal who like got a couple drinks from it and dipped a toe in it and then took off, and that was it. Ooh, a German folktale behind the beer boot? I'm surprised we don't know that one, Tiffy. Being of the Germanic peoples. Bird bath salts, then we'd get like crazy drug-addled birds, you know? And before everybody starts Googling like how to do bird bath right, it's in a sunny spot, but it has some shade. It's not fully in the open. It's near shelter. There's bushes and stuff around it that the birds can fly into it. It's not near their food sources. And it's not in a noisy location at all. So I don't know what the deal is. They really haven't acclimated to it yet, and it's kind of sad. It looks nice, but it makes us sad that the birds aren't using it. We found a bird, half of a bird egg. Stray cats drink out of it? No, there's like never any cats in the yard. Do we have toys? Like bird toys? No, there's nothing like squirrels, cats, foxes. Nothing like that drinks out of it because it's probably about 3 feet high. Probably about 3 feet high. Tear-free shampoo? What is happening? You want me to put tear-free shampoo in there? I don't think that's a good idea. So no cats in the area. Not that we could tell, unless they marked it and we just don't know. I don't know. We try to clear the area of spiders and stuff and the big webs. Don't know. Scared of Cooper? That might be true. Gula White. There we go.
Asked me, Macho, my bird bath isn't popping. Any tips? Do we need purified waters from Lake Chowbunagungamaug?
Gula.
Oh, yeah, brother. Get that bird bath popping with fresh water. Regular old water will do the trick. Dig it.
Thank you, Macho. He didn't go helium like he did last time. Get it popping. Gula, did you ask him if it was popping or did he throw that in himself? I need to know. Tangio Macho Man is so bad. It's so good, though. It's so good, though. You gotta have electrolytes. It's what they crave. I might put Gatorade in there for the birds. Turned off by the fake birds, no matter how real they seem to Low Carnage. Yeah. You did ask why it wasn't popping? Okay, thank you. Thank you for putting the popping in. Speaking of horrible things, though. So, we see this little... I saw a little egg. A bird egg shell on our porch yesterday, and we're like, where the hell did that even come from? Because there's no trees above the roof now, so we don't know if they were like in the gutter somewhere or in like an eave of the roof somewhere, and then it, you know, the bird obviously hatched and flew away or whatever, but like half of an eggshell landed on the porch, and then as I'm looking, I see something crawling like super zoomy fast. What was that? Well, Tangio works. Tangio works again. Thank you. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. I grabbed that bird. I like that it's transparent and I can actually see stuff when it's coming across the screen. That was good timing. Yeah. There was something creepy zooming across the deck. And I'm looking at it, I'm like, what the hell is that? It looked kind of like a dragonfly, but I've never seen a dragonfly run. And then underneath what looked like a dragonfly was this long green, it looked like a pea pod. And it was like attached to the underside of this thing. It was an angel. It was an angel. That was my other half of the mustache. It was the angel. Cooper, bud. Godspeed. So I'm looking at it, I'm like, is that like a dragonfly? I was like, do they molt? Was it like stuck in its cocoon or something and it's trying to get out and running away from it? And Peachy's like, I wonder if it's something that, it looks like it has a caterpillar and dragging it along. And then we looked it up. I took a video of it. We looked it up. It's called a potter wasp. A potter wasp. So what they do is they make their little nests under the eaves of like houses or underside of plants and whatnot. And they make their nest. Yeah, dude, I love it though. Like I love it, but it's super gross. Peachy was like, I should just go out and stomp on it. I was like, I really don't want to. They're back. Is there one more? No. 3 ran in and 2 ran out. I don't know what happened to that other one. He got snatched. So Peachy wanted to go step on it and kill it. I was like, no, don't kill it. It's just doing its nature thing. And then we learned that the potter wasps will go and they will snatch caterpillars. They will inject them with some sort of venom and paralyze them. And then keep them alive but paralyzed. They take them back to their nest and they leave them there for their larvae so that when the larvae hatch... Hold on. It's not working. Play slug's not working. Where does play slug play through? Well, I need to fix that because they're literal monsters. No, they're just wasps trying to make a living. Trying to feed their young. So it grabbed a caterpillar, paralyzed it, carried it back to its nest, kept it alive, and then waited for the larva to hatch so that it could feed on the live caterpillar. Yikes! And I said, if you go out, you're going to kill the wasp and the caterpillar. And she's like, I think the caterpillar would prefer to die that way. I said, just leave them alone. It's just, the wasps aren't going to bother you if they're just doing their thing. If that happened in a video game, that would be a monster. I love that though, Budness, because that's the stuff I like to write about. I like to take stuff from nature and just be like, this is god-awful, isn't it? Let's apply it to humans and see how that would look. So at some point...
Look, Buster.
What?
Let's have an understanding.
Come on, dude. You're blocking the...
Now what? Brother, what a way to run a railroad.
Thank you.
Now, as I was saying...
Daffy. I'll be up here. Just... Thank you. We really let this creature live. By the time we figured out what it was, it already zoomed off the deck. But I have a video of it. I guess I can post it on Twitter if you're interested. Or Discord. But yeah, dude, it was pretty rough. It's pretty rough. Well, my work has not sent the thing they're supposed to send yet, so I guess I'll just leave it for now, but we'll come back to it later. Maybe by the end of the stream I can actually tell you what's up. Sounds ghastly. It was. Like, imagine... Wait, how do they do that? I want to make dancing emojis. Imagine if you were just chilling and then some giant wasp came by, paralyzed you, took you back to its home, and then you were paralyzed just laying there while its babies ate you alive. Anyway, do you use Slack or Teams for work? Neither. We actually use Google Chat. Just because everything's right there in Gmail. Thankfully, they don't have... oh, you know what? I should check my Signal app, though, for other stuff. They don't force us to use a separate app for that, thankfully. Ever had a praying mantis fly towards your head? I don't think I've ever seen them fly. What's up, Ayo? Real quick, does anybody know what application uses PlaySlug and why that wouldn't be working? Because I don't remember ever adding PlaySlug. I thought that was like a native thing. Does anybody know? Horrifying until you know what it is? Yeah, I bet. There's a Twitch Guru thing. That's not what I wanted, though. Like, what does PlaySlug actually use? And I don't want to be getting into tech stuff while trying to play Bloodborne for obvious reasons. But I want you guys to have the opportunity to go and play... it is Twitch Guru? I wonder if Kid or something added that back in the day and then I just took it down because I don't have a source for that. Weird. I might have deleted it and not knowing what it was.
Wabajack asked me, are birds real in the full name of Webster Lake?
Thanks,
oh, sure,
Thanks,
birds
Tilly.
are totally real, right? And Webster Lake is officially Webster Lake, just in case you were confused.
Oh, I guess... No, I still have shout-out clips here, but it might be like everything else today where it's, everything's jacked up. I still have... So it should be under shout-out clips. You didn't like Dr. Phil? You didn't like it, Wabba? Or Gulo? Twitch Guru, it's what you use. Okay. I mean, I still have the shout-out clips here, and it still has the... Like, if... Hold on. What if we did... Yes, Lan, I hope you don't mind. Oh, no, Gulo.
He was jacking off in the game!
Yeah, that doesn't work either.
Right.
That's
Looks like
just...
this cursed forest ain't the only thing that's got some wood.
That's just screaming out of context. There's not even a video to go with it. Okay. Let's move that up. Let's move that up at least. Oh god, let's try this again.
Hey guys, how you doing?
It should be here.
I'm gonna wipe you up real good.
We're just like a radio show. It's just audio from now on. Tracks since Dr. Phil doesn't know anything about anything. That quack. I hate it, man. I hate how, like, successful those guys are. Taking a nap, Weasel? Yeah. Dr. Feelgood. Let's see. Let's try this again. Wow, this seems way too involved. I'm hoping that if I just restart OBS at some point. No, I'm not calling Haytax. You know what I might do? I might actually end the stream, change the settings, and start a new one. Only because I want to have a new one on its own for Bloodborne anyway. So let me do that. Let me stop the stream. I'll start it up again in just a couple of seconds, and we'll get Bloodborne going, and we'll see if OBS fixes itself. Sound good? I don't know if it will. It probably won't. But we'll see. We'll see. Cleve, I just saw your response. Jimmy Dean's croissant, croissant, and croissant. Yep, good call. Use your fancy new gadget button. I would, except the stream button doesn't actually end stream. I'll try it. Nope, it just went to a different menu. It just goes back up. It does like an undo button. It goes up menu. I don't know why it's stuck on like up menu. We're not raiding, Mel. I'm gonna play a game. Good lord, we're gonna start Bloodborne at least. But I need to end the stream. And start it again. So I will be right back. Sit tight. I'll be back in just a few seconds. And yeah, see you in a few. Thanks.